Legislation is on the table at the New York State Capitol that would allow terminally ill patients the ability to choose when they die with the assistance of a physician. Our Capitol correspondent Karina Capabianca has more now from supporters and opponents of the bill.
I call it standing tall, scars and all, living life to the end, because she just owned everything that happened to her.
Kathy Quinn fought a tough battle with tongue cancer. Her boyfriend Scott says she endured a lot in order to stay alive.
Lots of surgeries and procedures and tracheotomy and feeding tubes.
But he says when there was nothing else doctors could do,
she didn't want to be subject to cancer dictating how she died. She didn't want to be taken away from her home.
Kathy did not get the ending she had hoped for. On June 25, 2014, she lost her 2-year battle with the illness in a hospice facility at the age of 44.
If medical aid and dying had been available, it would have been a much different experience for her.
Now Scott is supporting legislation to allow terminally ill patients to request and use medication to end their life.
The Medical Aid and Dying Act would allow a terminally ill person to say to their doctor, if there is no cure left, if there's nothing that you can do to reverse this terminal illness, and if you can do nothing more to make me comfortable, I'd like the option of a prescription for medication that I can take at a time of my choosing, or never, should my suffering become unbearable.
Meanwhile, opponents say the bill is, quote, wrongfully named. A statement from New York State Right to Life says in part, at a time when suicide is a significant public health concern and suicide among some populations is at crisis levels, legislators should not consider turning our physicians and other healers into those who offer, imply as acceptable, or assist in self-imposed death. Recently, similar legislation has passed in New Jersey. In Albany, I'm Karina Capabianca.
The Senate and Assembly versions of the bill are in committee right now.